He's a good fish.
Seen any visual yet?
Yeah, there he is back there.
I see some visual.
He's got more than one hook in him. He's a big cat.
When they do that roll, sometimes they'll pick up that extra hook.
Yeah.
Hey, if it's a monster, 2 hooks isn't such a bad thing.
No, he got a couple of them too.
There we go. That's a good
That's
cat.
a big old fatty.
That's a fat one, man.
That's a pig. That is a pig.
A fat one.
Let's take this one and put it in the box.
Grady White Boats' reputation for designing ruggedly elegant fishing boats is legendary. Our attention to quality, detail, and customer service is unmatched. From our Fisherman 180 and Coastal Explorers series to the unrivaled Canyon 456, you'll find no boat that rides better and offers more fishing amenities. Go ahead, experience fishing at its best. Get the Grady.
Hello, welcome to the Carolina Outdoor Journal. Well, today's program is one of my favorites. We're going to be headed up to the Kashai River. Joe, we're going to be fishing catfish today.
That's right. We got a fun show for you today, John. We're going to be fishing, actually drift fishing on the Kashai River for blue catfish. And just a lot of fun. The only drawback was we had a real stiff northeast wind in our face all morning, which semi-complicated the drift because we were in some areas of the river we were moving too fast, and we think that affected the bite. But the way the river winds, we could get out of it too, and those areas seemed to be where the fish were, and lucky for us. But a very productive day and a fun catfish to catch.
Anything special in gear time today?
Well, we're fishing Captain Mitchell Blake today, and he has come up with a rig that is pretty unique. It's hook on the bottom, Carolina rigged, that he used cut bait, and then two hooks above, rigged with night crawlers, and very productive. It actually, during the morning, we saw where the fish were fed on the bottom with the bottom part of the rig, and then later in the morning they seemed to graduate up top, and they caught them on the worms, and so very, very productive day.
And a recipe today, shrimp.
Yeah, Donna's got a little shrimp recipe that she's put together for us, and again, from her, it's always tasty.
All right, let's head up to Plymouth, North Carolina today on the Carolina Outdoor Journal.
Jeff, we're sitting in mid-April, and we're going to mix things up a little bit. Today, we're going to chase blue cats, and we're on the Lower Roanoke system, which you can easily fish the Lower Roanoke, Eastmost, Middle, and Kashai rivers. All of them empty here. Great thing about it is we're fishing right behind a cold front. As you can see, this is the tail end of it, and we've got a lot of fish on the screen. We're going to use our electronics today, and we're going to mix it up with a wind drift and a calculated drift using a trolling motor. Target these fish, actually looking at them. Should be phenomenal. I'm looking forward to it.
I am too. Let's get busy.
Jeff, as you can see on the screen, these fish were in several different aspects of the water column. So what we're doing, we're putting a piece of cut bait on a bottom shot that's going to drag. Then I'm coming up in the column, and we're actually going to tip these with worms. That way we can pick up multiple species, you know what I mean? White perch,
right.
Cats that may be up in the column. So
Stripers even.
Yeah, stripers even. So we're going to fish 3 baits that the blue cats love, and may pick up other species. We'll see what happens, but
all right.
This is a blue cat buffet.
Nightmare.
so let's get them overboard, rig them up. I'm gonna put some worms on these top shots. As you can see, I got several rods, and we'll get it going.
All right.
There he is, Jeff.
All right.
Caught one off the outside.
Yeah, I'm looking at the one on the outside.
Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, you got a bite on this one here.
Pretty decent blue cat. There goes one right there. Get him, Jeff.
All right, we're hooked up with the second one.
I'm gonna flip this one real quick.
I got a rock on he's on the cut bait.
go.
Ate the cut bait.
I'll let you handle that one right quick.
Okay.
Just watch those top droppers. Jeff, that's a keeper rock. We're gonna have us a little fish fry, man. So let's add these to the box.
Let's put them in.
It's pretty cool getting to catch two fish out of the same spot, isn't it?
Same spot. Two different species. There you go. Get him.
Here we go.
Get him. Get him.
Ah, there's a nice
We
one.
just ran over two fish. I saw them on the screen.
Here we go.
I wasn't going to say anything because they didn't want cat. Nice cat.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Grab that net right there, Jeff.
All right.
I'm gonna scoop him up in the net.
This cat, you got him on the worm bait. A little bit higher in the column.
There we go. We'll set this right back in the rod holder. I'll give you a hand set it stuffed
That's a
up.
big fatty. You better get the grippers.
Kind of keep it tight. I gotta sit right here. There we go.
I'm getting a bite right here.
He'll pick it up.
If you just go ahead and eat it.
There we go. Look at the belly on that thing, Jeff.
I know, and they're big and round. We caught one yesterday like that. It was just big, round belly.
I'm gonna add a few to the box. These things fry up delicious.
Hey, Mitch, catch that fish.
I'm gonna try two right there. This might be a perch. White perch.
White perch on the worm.
Yep. He's biting like a perch. Little machine gun.
Mitch, is there a favorite time of year you like to fish for, for these catfish and perch?
Jeff, we usually, you can catch these blue cats are in here, I mean, all winter long, all spring long. So it's a fishery that, I love to do in the wintertime, right on through spring, late spring. You can do it in the summertime. I mean, it's here year round.
Right.
Kind of the best mixed bag stuff is in the winter and springtime, but the blue cats, you can catch those year round. Same drift pattern, same methods.
Are we getting
it's
any
good all
other?
year long.
Are we getting any other kind of catfish?
Yeah, you can
in
also,
Roanoke?
yeah, there's a variety of cats you'll pick up. Channels, blues. Every now and then you'll get, bullhead cats. Mostly what we see out here are the channels and the blue cats.
Uh-huh. I got him, Mitch.
Haha. Hey, I'm gonna clear this rod right here for you.
In the wind. This is a fish. He's pulling drag.
We'll catch us up with the trolling motor.
And he's rolling all over,
Doing what they do, huh?
doing what they do. There might be two of them on there. I don't know.
Nice cat, bud. Nice catfish in the wind.
I think there's two. Because this sucker's just so heavy.
Looks like he swallowed one. There we go.
Good grief, that guy's heavy. Holy cow, Mitch, look at the size of this fish.
It's a nice one, isn't it?
That is a big, big fish.
Which one he come on, Jeff?
He was on the worm, on the top one.
Good deal. Good deal.
Look at how
You might have
big.
gotten two bites. One worm's gone.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
pretty
a
one,
big
isn't it?
fish, big fish. Let's get him in the box.
Sounds good. We'll make some good fillets. I'm gonna set this right here. Stick him right in the box.
That's a big cat.
Yeah, it's a nice
Wow,
cat.
nice cat. And running hard. I haven't had a catfish run like that. I've got one of your lines.
That's okay. That's okay. Bring him on. We'll get the fish and then we'll clear it up.
Okay, he
We'll get
got
the
the
fish
cut
and then we'll
bait.
clear it up. All right. Give us a little turn on the trolling motor. He took the bottom bait and held it, so.
Look at the size of this one. Mitch, look at this.
It's pretty, isn't it?
That is amazing.
A lot of nice fillets there.
Nice.
Pretty fish, isn't it?
Yeah, man. Great fish. That's gonna eat well.
And he took the cut bait, so.
He got the cut bait and the hook, so. Get this put in the well.
Drop him right in, we'll see if we can pick another one up. I'm gonna get these other rods set.
Mitch, we're drifting along here. We got the wind blowing, we got the current. We're not getting hung up hardly at all. What structures do you think are here or not here that why are we not getting hung up?
Now, Jeff, there's a couple of things to kind of answer the question. Number one, a lot of these areas I'll comb with the electronics, and if there's a bad snag, I'll either mark it on the electronics or mark it in my head. I have fished this area enough that I kind of know it off my head, you know, where all the major snags are. But the second has to do with the way we're doing the rig. It's not extremely complex, but we put some thought process in it, you know, going as light a weight as we can go. It allows that rig to kind of bounce over some snags.
Yeah.
You know, the droppers that we use, try to keep the length as short as we can fish it and as long as we can fish it, you know. Keep it short to reduce the snags, but keep it long enough so your bait actually works. So there's a little bit of thought process behind that and how we're doing it, but it's not really major. It's not a really, you know, major deal with the snags. And as you can see, you know, we produced some fish on it, so. Oh yeah.
How's he feel?
Feels good, man.
Good deal.
Kind of rocking and rolling.
All right, I'm gonna get the net.
Grab the net. And hey, fighting it, you know, fighting the wind is you know, as you can see, we're kind of multitasking here. I'm gonna bring him right to you, Jeff.
I'm gonna scoop him right on up.
Nice.
There we go.
Nice blue cat.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna pop that hook out, Jeff. I'll drop that right overboard. Again,
Nice
another pretty specimen, you know what I mean?
I like that.
Pretty
Like
silvers. We haven't caught any channels today. They've all been blue cats.
All blues.
But I'm gonna get this one back in the water. We've got a few to eat, so
Yeah.
a few for a fish fry. I'm gonna pop that baby loose. Took
There
off.
it goes.
You know, Jeff, I use these fish grips a lot, you know, because those catfish have, you know, they've got aggressive spikes on them, so real easy to control him and handle him, you know what I mean?
It is. Fish over here, Mitch.
You told me you were getting a little nibble back there.
I was
Hey,
watching
and Jeff,
it. It's a
The
smaller
unique
fish.
thing about this is you can also detect a bite. I mean, you would think drifting you couldn't pick up your bites, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can see, I mean, you'll see them hit it.
You have a little smaller fish this time.
That's
This
a
will
baby
be,
there, isn't it?
But he got down, he bit on that cut bait.
Hey, he went to the cut bait,
Went
exactly
to the
right.
cut bait. He's a pretty fish.
It'd be pretty if it was about 10 pounds heavier.
Yeah. You gotta watch the barbs on that thing. I got another fish over here.
Oh, it's getting complicated. It's getting complicated. Is that a better class, Jeff?
Yeah, a little bit better fighting fish. Let's see where he is.
I'm gonna start casting back there.
You might
I say
want to
casting.
come take this one so you can feel this
What size you got there?
pain again. This is another, well, we're in a small class of fish here.
Blue cat?
It's yeah, still another blue. But a smaller class.
Which bait did he take, Jeff?
He also took the cut bait at the bottom on the Carolina rig.
Some cut bait fish.
I do like handling the bigger fish better because there's a whole lot more fish to hold on
A
to.
lot more to grab to.
Yeah, and you don't get stuck with all the little things.
Yeah.
All right, well, he was on the cut bait. hook this back up. You gonna need a
I'm
net?
set. Oh, he's coming right on to me.
Okay, all right.
Jacking him on in. Jacking him on in.
Well,
He's not the trophy I was looking for though, Jeff.
yeah, but it seems like we're going over some fish. We better watch these other
Few
rods
fish
while
around.
we're fishing.
Hey,
Getting
look,
this guy off.
cut bait.
Yeah, that's 3 in a row and a cut bait now.
Worm all morning, suddenly cut bait.
Suddenly cut bait.
But hey, that's what the rig is made for, you know what I mean? Because I'm telling you, they can switch. Picking up extra fish is not a bad alternative. You got a bite, didn't you, bud?
Yeah, I got a little bite.
Hey, we're gonna let him get a little bigger.
Let him get bigger. We'll come and catch him again
See
later.
you, buddy. Nice, he came out of the hole, Jeff.
Yeah, 45 feet of water.
I'm gonna try to keep you dancing with the trolling motor.
Okay, I'm trying to stay out of those other lines, Mitch. He's a good fish.
Seen any visual yet?
Yeah, there he is back there.
I see some visual.
He's got more than one hook in him. He's a big cat.
When they do that roll, sometimes they'll pick up that extra hook. But
Yeah.
hey, if it's a monster, 2 hooks isn't such a bad thing.
No, he got a couple of them too.
There we go. That's a good
That's a
cat.
big old fatty.
That's a fat one,
That's
man.
a pig. That is a pig.
a fat one.
Let's take this one and put it in the box. This is what we came for, man.
Sounds good. Sounds
Good stuff.
Joe, you folks had some wind that day.
It really, I mean, you can tell it was blowing, but not as hard as it really was. I mean, in some parts of the river, we had to move because it gained in intensity during the morning, which made it even worse. But we were able to work around it, as we always try to do, but a very productive way of catching catfish.
All right, let's find out more. Let's go to gear time.
Jeff, every time you fish with me on these blue cats, the river's been flowing from west to east. This morning we pop out, it's flowing from east to west. Otherwise, the water was backing in tremendously, a hard northeast wind. Something that we haven't done together, but it was the day we had to go fishing, and our goal was to catch some blue cats. We were able to get it done despite the wind, despite the switch in weather, right behind a cold front. But I want you to explain to me the rig that you see here that we used today to get this done.
Well, that wind did change things, but it only changed our drift. We were able to use the rig that we have devised here. We've got a number 5 hook with a 17-pound fluorocarbon, and it's about 16 inches long. We're now running a barrel swivel with a 3/4 ounce bullet weight. Got a little bead on there so it stops it from coming up over my knot here. Then we've got some smaller hooks here that we were using. They're number 2s, and we're using these to catch those fish up in the column, using the worms on those. And this is a 12-pound Berkeley big game line, and we went ahead and tied our drops right into them. And of course, on the far end, another barrel swivel, so we've got a snap swivel to our rods that we can just connect to it and take them on and off, and easy to travel with and not get snagged up on anything else.
You know, the great thing about this that I've seen, that we've done several times fishing this style, this method, it allows you to catch fish that are on the bottom. It allows you to catch fish that are in the column, submerged, and we've seen that happen today. Put it this way, when we started out this morning, we were picking fish up on the droppers. A little bit later on in the day, I mean just a couple hours later, all our fish came off the bottom bait.
Rig.
This is exactly what we're using, which I think is very important for this style of fishing. It's basically a spreader bar. You use them crappie fishing, use them, I'm not actually implementing in all kinds of fisheries, but I mean, it's just a simple CFO. I like using a medium heavy action rod, depends on what size fish you're targeting. But 3000 class reel, braided line. You can set these up to angle whatever you're doing. It's the perfect deal. Spins on a pivot. It absolutely works for this fishery.
I had a good time using your equipment today.
Man,
it was nice.
Anytime you want to come, we'll come catch some blue cats. We'll pick up a few white perch, maybe a rockfish.
All right.
Who knows?
Sounds like a winner.
Appreciate you being here.
All right, thanks for having me.
Captain Mitchell Blake, we thank you for all that valuable information and sharing that new rig with us. His number's on your screen there. If you'd like to give him a call, he'll take you out for a great day of fishing. Now, let's catch up with Donna. She's in the kitchen. She's got a recipe today using shrimp.
Hi, today in the kitchen we're making a quick shrimp dish. It's called Shrimp Donna Style. This is something I make at home sometimes when I'm in a pinch and I just need to throw something together for dinner. So what we're going to do is you can grill this recipe or you can broil it in your oven depending on what time frame you have. So I have some zucchini and some yellow squash and some onion that I've diced up, and if I was doing it on the grill I'd probably leave it whole, but you toss it with olive oil and then you sprinkle salt and pepper over the top, and then you put this underneath your broiler for about 15 minutes until you start to see them kind of getting a little charred. So then once that happens, we're going to add our cherry tomatoes and then some shrimp because they cook about at the same time. And we're going to do the same thing. Salt and pepper over the top. That's all you do. Put it back underneath your broiler until your shrimp starts to turn a little pink and a little white. Then you're good to go. You don't want to cook it too much. So then I've got my pasta that is still hot from the pan or from the water. And this is what it looks like when your tomatoes and your shrimp come out. And I just kind of take my tongs or a spoon and just kind of mash my tomatoes because I like to get some of that juice in there. And you want to cook them till they're charred a little bit, add some nice flavor. Then we're just going to place that into our pasta while it's hot and give it a toss. You can toss this with some grated Parmesan cheese, some parsley would be nice, some fresh parsley. This is a great dish. It's quick and it's easy. You can serve it hot and then you can serve it the next day too cold for lunch, which is bonus for me. So this is what it looks like when it comes out. You have your shrimp, you have your parsley, which adds some great flavor to it, and all these great vegetables that are tender crisp. Great and easy. So I hope you enjoy Donna's shrimp, and I look forward to seeing you next time here on Simple Cooking.
Thanks, Donna, for that recipe. You'll find that recipe and a whole lot more in our cookbook. It's available online. Now, Joe, let's go back to Plymouth. A good day of fishing. A lot of wind, but a good day.
Yeah, and the wind was a major factor that morning. And what was really worrisome was the most concentrated areas of fish that we saw on the graph, as you saw earlier. When the areas that it was so windy, we felt like we were just moving too quick. The baits were just passing through too quick, and so we really didn't get to spend a whole lot of time in areas that Mitch had seen earlier in earlier trips up there, the greater concentrations of fish. But a lot of fish on that river. We made do with what we had and caught some fish.
And good on the table.
Absolutely.
For Joe Albee, I'm John Moore. Thanks for joining us today on the Carolina Outdoor Journal.
Make sure to visit our website for more information.
Grady White boats are known for uncompromising quality through exceptional attention to detail. On every model, from 18 to 45 feet, we incorporate exclusive features and quality components that you won't find on any other boat brands. Our exclusive CV2 hull design is ranked highest in every third-party survey done in the marine industry. So every day on the water will be a great day, no matter the conditions. Ask any Grady White owner and they'll tell you, get the Grady.